You are going to die. Not eventually. Not someday. Right now, on this mountain, in the snow, with blood running from your nose and frostbite eating your fingers. You are 12 years old. You have been climbing for 3 days. The boy behind you fell 6 hours ago. You heard him scream for about 4 seconds. Then, nothing. There are 40 of you left out of 200. The chaplain at the base told you one thing before you started. Reach the top. Or don't. That is your entire briefing. That is your entire life now. Welcome to the aspirant trials. Level 1. The aspirant. You are not a space marine. You are not even close. You are a child pulled from your world because something in your blood caught the attention of the chapter's apothecaries. Maybe you were strong. Maybe you were fast. Maybe you just refused to die when everything around you said you should. It does not matter. What matters is the trial. Every chapter does it differently. Some make you fight. Some make you survive. Some make you kill. Yours makes you climb. The air thins. Your lungs burn. You eat snow because there is no water. You eat nothing else because there is no food. A boy next to you sits down and says he cannot go further. 2 chapter serfs appear from nowhere, wrap him in a cloak, and carry him away. You never see him again. You do not ask where he went. You keep climbing. On the 4th day, you reach the summit. There are 19 of you. The chaplain is already there, waiting, standing in the wind like the cold means nothing to him. He is 8 feet tall. His skull helmet stares through you. He says, one word, kneel. You kneel. You are an aspirant. The mountain was the easy part. Level 2, the neophyte. They cut you open. That is the simplest way to say it. Over the next several years, the apothecaries implant 19 organs into your body. 19. They start with the secondary heart. You feel it beat for the first time against your original heart, and it feels wrong. 2 rhythms where there should be 1. Then comes the os medulla, which fuses your rib cage into a solid plate of bone. Your chest aches for weeks. You cannot take a deep breath without pain. Then the bisque appear, flooding your muscles with growth hormones until your body swells beyond anything natural. You gain 30 kilograms in 6 months. Your skin splits. They stitch it and keep going. The haemastamen supercharges your blood. The Larraman's organ fills you with cells that seal wounds almost instantly. They cut you to test it. You watch your own skin knit shut in seconds. It is not comforting. It is terrifying, because it means they expect you to be cut open a lot. The catalepsian node goes into your brain. You stop sleeping normally. Half your brain rests while the other half stays awake. You haven't had a full night's sleep since they put it in. You never will again. The multi-lung lets you breathe toxic air and function underwater. The oculobe changes your eyes. Darkness looks like twilight now. The lineman's ear makes you hear everything. Everything. The recruit in the next chamber crying. The apothecary's heartbeat. The hum of machines 3 rooms away. Then comes the Susan membrane, which can put you into suspended animation if you are dying. Think of it as a biological pause button, except you have no control over when it activates. The melanochrome darkens your skin against radiation. The oolytic kidney filters every poison, every toxin, every drug. You can never get drunk. You can never be sedated. When they operate on you for the 17th time, you feel everything. The neuroglottis lets you taste and identify chemicals by putting them in your mouth. The mucranoid coats your skin in a waxy protective layer. The Becher's gland lets you spit acid. Actually, spit acid. The progenoid glands go in last before the final implant. 1 in your neck, 1 in your chest. These grow your gene seed. The chapter's future lives inside you now. And then phase 19. The black carapace. They slide sheets of living plastic under your skin. It bonds to your nervous system. It is the interface between you and your power armor. Without it, the armor is just metal. With it, the armor is you. You are not human anymore. You have not been human for a long time. 3 of the 19 boys from the mountain are dead. Their bodies rejected the implants. You try not to think about them. You fail. Level 3. The Scout. You get a bolt pistol, a combat knife, and scout armor. Not power armor. Not yet. You haven't earned it. Scout armor is carapace plating over a body glove. It will stop a stub round. It will not stop much else. Your job is to learn. You deploy ahead of the main force. You observe. You report. You eliminate targets quietly. Your scout sergeant is a veteran who has been killing for over a century. He does not coddle you. You see that position? He says, pointing to an enemy bunker 400 meters away. Take it. Quietly. If I hear a bolter, you failed. You take it with a knife. You kill 2 sentries. Your hands shake afterwards, not from fear, from the biscopia flooding your system with combat hormones. You don't know how to turn it off yet. You won't learn for years. You spend months in the scout company. You lose 2 more brothers. 1 to a Xeno's ambush, 1 to a landmine that shouldn't have been there. The sergeant says nothing. He does not mourn in front of you. He mourns in private, if he mourns at all. After 3 engagements where you perform without failure, they call you forward. They hand you a suit of Mark 7 power armor. It weighs 360 kilograms. You put it on, and it weighs nothing. The black carapace links to the armor's systems, and suddenly it is your skin. You flex your hand, and the ceramite gauntlet moves like flesh. You are ready. Level 4. The Battle Brother. This is what you were made for. You carry a bolt gun. It fires self-propelled explosive rounds that detonate inside the target. Your standard magazine holds 30 rounds. Each round can kill an armored human. You carry 4 magazines. You are assigned to a tactical squad of 10 brothers, led by a sergeant. You fight where you are told to fight. You hold what you are told to hold. You die where you are told to die. Your first real engagement is against orcs. The noise is beyond anything the trials prepared you for. The stench is worse. Orc blood smells like engine grease and rotting copper. You kill 11 in your first firefight. Your sergeant kills 23. He has been doing this for 60 years. You fire until your magazine runs dry, reload in 2.4 seconds, and fire again. A chopper catches your pauldron and carves a groove in the ceramite. You feel the impact, but not the pain. The armor held. This time, you fight for decades at this rank. Most Marines spend the majority of their service as battle brothers. You learn your squad like you know your own heartbeat. You learn where Brother Aldrich will be before he moves. You learn that Brother Cassius always pulls right. You learn that the chapter's way of war is not just doctrine. It is survival. You lose brothers. You always lose brothers. The apothecary retrieves their gene seed from the field before the body is even cold. The progenoid glands come out. The chapter continues. The flesh is weak, the chaplain tells you. The gene seed is eternal. Level 5. The Veteran. You have survived long enough. That is the qualification. Decades of war. Hundreds of engagements. You have fought orcs, tyrannids, heretics, and things that have no name in any human language. The chapter assigns you to the first company, the Veterans. You might serve in a Stern Guard squad, carrying specialist ammunition. Hellfire rounds for tyrannids, Kraken rounds for heavy armor, Dragonfire rounds for enemies in cover. Or you might earn the right to wear tactical dreadnought armor, Terminator armor. It is ancient. Some suits are older than your chapter. The ceramite is thicker. The power field is stronger. You can walk through bolter fire and keep walking. You carry a storm bolter in one hand and a power fist that can crush a tank hull in the other. The catch is simple. You are now deployed to the worst places. Space hulks, daemon-infested worlds, the underhives of planets where reality has started to fray. You go where regular squads cannot survive. Your kill count stops mattering. What matters is that you come back. Level 6. The Sergeant. You are given 10 brothers. They are yours. Their lives, their deaths, their victories, and their failures all trace back to you. You lead from the front, because a Space Marine who leads from behind is not a Space Marine. Your voice is the last thing your squad hears before the drop pod hits dirt. Weapons free. Kill everything that isn't us. You make decisions in fractions of seconds that determine if your brothers live or die. You get it right most of the time. Most of the time is not always. The first brother you lose under your command dies because you sent him left instead of right. A Lascanon caught him in the chest. His name was Talon. You remember every name. You will always remember every name. That is the cost of the rank. Level 7. The Lieutenant. This rank was reintroduced with the coming of the Primaris Marines and the restructuring of the chapters. You serve directly under a captain. You command half a company. 50 battle brothers answer to you. The tactical scope has widened. You no longer think in squads. You think in fire lanes, overlapping fields, strategic reserves, and extraction timelines. You coordinate with armor. You coordinate with air support. You coordinate with other companies. A sergeant worries about 10 men. You worry about 50 men and the 700-meter front they are supposed to hold. You do not sleep. Not that you could anyway, thanks to the catalepsian node, but now you choose not to. There is always another briefing. Always another Vox channel screaming for reinforcement. You are good at this. You have to be. The men who are not good at this are dead. Level 8. The Captain. You command a full company, 100 Space Marines. In a chapter of roughly 1,000 battle brothers, you command 1/10 of the entire fighting force. Your word is law on the battlefield. Planetary governors defer to you. Imperial Guard generals salute you. You have fought in wars that lasted longer than most humans live. You carry a relic blade that has killed Xenos on 100 worlds. Your power armor has been repaired so many times that the Tech Marines say it is more scar tissue than ceramite. The Codex Astartes guides your strategy, but experience has taught you when to break from it. A good captain knows the Codex. A great captain knows when to throw it away. You have buried more brothers than you can count. You remember every face, every name, every way they died. The chaplain tells you, this weight is holy. Some days, you believe him. Level 9. The chapter master, you are it. The top, 1,000 Space Marines, a battle fleet, a fortress monastery, a homeworld, or perhaps a fleet if your chapter has no world to call its own. All of it answers to you. You answer to no one except the Emperor on his golden throne, and he has not spoken in 10,000 years. You sit in a chair that warriors have died to defend for millennia. You carry the chapter's honor like a physical weight on your shoulders. Every decision you make echoes across centuries. Send the third company to Armageddon. Those brothers might not come back for 50 years. Commit the first company to a space hulk. You could lose every veteran you have in a single day. You have the authority to order an exterminatus, the death of an entire world. Billions of lives ended with your word. Think about that. You were a boy on a mountain once. Now you hold planets in your hand. The Administratum sends requests. The Inquisition sends demands. Other chapter masters send warnings. You process all of it. You delegate none of the weight. That is the job. You do not eat for pleasure anymore. Your neuroglottis turns every flavor into a chemical analysis. You do not sleep for rest. Your catalepsian node parcels your brain into shifts. You do not fight for glory. You fight because the alternative is extinction, not yours. The chapters, the gene seed that has been passed from brother to brother for 10,000 years, lives or dies on your decisions. You remember the mountain, you remember the cold. You remember the boy who sat down and couldn't go on. Some days, in the silence of the command chamber, with the weight of 1,000 suns on your back and the light of dying stars on the hololith. You understand that boy perfectly, but you do not sit down. You cannot sit down. You are a space marine. You were made to stand. So you stand, and you will stand until your second heart stops beating alongside your first, and an apothecary cuts the progenoid glands from your neck and chest, and the chapter makes another one just like you. And he will climb the mountain, and he will kneel, and they will cut him open 19 times, and he will stand in the grim darkness of the far future. That is all there is.